Hello, everyone. I'm Bob DeStefano, and thank you for joining me for 7.5 Industrial Marketing Ideas to Profit From in 2025. Now, we're at a critical turning point in industrial marketing. The way industrial buyers research, evaluate, and choose vendors is changing very fast. They're using AI-powered search, they're expecting instant answers, and making decisions, major decisions, before your sales team even knows they're looking. And if your marketing isn't evolving, you're losing ground to competitors who are adapting to these changes. So today, I'll walk you through some practical, proven strategies to help you generate more leads, sales, and profits from results-focused industrial marketing, leveraging today's trends. Now, these aren't just ideas. These are actionable tactics you can start using right away. In addition to my prepared presentation, I want to make sure I answer your toughest marketing questions. So at any time during this presentation, please submit your questions in the Q&A. We will be addressing them at the end of the presentation, making sure that all of them are answered. So let's dive in. So let's make sure you're in the right place. You are in the right place if you're an industrial distributor or industrial manufacturer that's looking to generate more qualified leads and boost your sales. You're in the right place if you want to leverage AI and digital marketing to create a smarter, more efficient marketing system that will work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're tired of old school marketing tactics that are not working, and you want to build a marketing-driven growth engine that attracts high-value buyers. You need actionable, clear strategies, not just concepts, practical tactics that you can implement immediately, and you're ready to make a change and take some meaningful steps. So what I'm going to do is first talk a bit about the industrial marketing landscape, what's been changing, what are the key trends, and then I'll be diving into the 7.5 ideas that you can put to work immediately. Okay, so the industrial marketing landscape in 2025, what's going on, what's changed? Well, there are a number of key trends that are shaping 2025. And the first is the rise of the self-sufficient buyers. Buyers are conducting more independent research on their own before they are engaging with salespeople. In addition, AI is driving marketing. We'll talk a lot about AI today, and I'll be separating the hype from the helpful so that you'll understand how you can put AI to work in your marketing. Marketing teams are using AI for content creation, lead scoring, and segmentation. Also, there's a greater demand by your customers for personalization. Your buyers now expect to experience tailored content on your website, tailored experiences when they're researching products, and tailored offers based on their buying patterns and what they're most interested in. Video and interactive content are becoming extremely important. Buyers prefer video content over static text when they're researching products, and your management is demanding accountability on the return on investment that you're producing from your marketing. So you need to demonstrate return on investment from all of your marketing activities. So why are these trends occurring? Basically, your buyer behavior has been changing over the course of years and really is reaching a point where you need to take notice. 70% of your buyers prefer to self-educate online before they talk to sales. They want to go and perform their own research to figure out what products they're looking for. They don't want to be sold to. 44% of buyers engage only with suppliers that offer personalized, relevant content. So they want to make sure that you're speaking to their specific needs and their applications. And 60% of buyers consume video content before making a purchase. It is very difficult to read a large amount of text. If you're looking at a website on a mobile device, video content is very easy to consume. It also can communicate information in a very engaging way, and buyers prefer that. So to help with this, there are a number of technologies and tools that can help you drive success in 2025. AI and automation tools, generative AI tools that we'll be talking about can be used for content generation, predictive analytics, and helping you map your customers' journeys. Also, there are sales enablement tools that are built into your CRM applications and marketing automation applications that will help you track buyer activity, help manage your pipeline, help score your leads. Very effective tools to make your salespeople successful. And content, e-commerce, and SEO tools, basically the technology infrastructure that can help you power an effective website that helps you generate more lead sales and profits. Content management platforms like WordPress, e-commerce tools like BigCommerce, NetSuite, and Shopify, SEO platforms like SEMrush and Moz for search visibility, video hosting tools like YouTube and Vimeo for your video content. So you want to make sure that you're leveraging the right tools at the right time to upscale your marketing. And I'll be talking about best practices for each. So what does this mean for you? All these trends? Well, your website needs to be a high-performing salesperson. It's no longer enough just to have a nice website. It needs to be a website that works for you, converts leads, and drives sales. Next, personalization will win with today's buyers. The companies that offer personalized experience will win more customers. When used properly, AI is your competitive advantage. If you adopt AI and you learn how to use it effectively, you will gain an edge. Video content, as I mentioned before, is now non-negotiable. If you're not using video, you are missing out on key buyer engagement. And finally, data-driven marketing is essential. So attribution to specific marketing campaigns, as well as tracking ROI, no longer optional. You need to make sure that you're leveraging data-driven techniques to measure the results and return on investment from all of your marketing activities. Okay, so let's dive into the 7.5 ideas. And we're going to begin by transforming your marketing with next-generation artificial intelligence. Now, what is artificial intelligence? There's a lot of buzz out there. People have been talking about it for a few years. I have to tell you this. I've been involved with digital marketing for 30 years. I started my agency when there were fewer than 3,000 websites out there. And I have not been more excited about a technology since the internet popped up, just because it is so extremely useful and so powerful for helping you be more effective at growing your business in many, many different aspects. So artificial intelligence, the very basic way of defining it, it's the technology that learns from data and can help you make decisions, automate tasks, and improve your results. So a good way of thinking of AI is it's your digital assistant. It helps marketing professionals work faster, automate tasks, and focus on strategy. A lot of people are worried that AI is going to replace jobs. Will it replace some? Yeah, it'll replace some. But I don't like to think of it that way. Don't be intimidated by it. It's not going to replace you. If you can harness AI and use it as a strategic tool to make better decisions and eliminate busy work, it's an extremely valuable resource for you. It can help you synthesize content. It can take a large amount of data, a large amount of content, and synthesize it to uncover trends, create new content, really uncover some fantastic insights, and find patterns in that data that you can use to predict outcomes. So how does AI make your marketing more effective and actually easier? It automates, personalizes, and optimizes your marketing to drive more sales. The ways it does this, it helps you generate content, helps you write blogs, product descriptions, emails in minutes, not hours. It helps you personalize the content that's on your website so that you can show customers customized products, customized offers, and messaging based on their visitor behavior. It can automate your lead nurturing process so that it can follow up with prospects at the perfect time through emails, ads, and chatbots, and leverage predictive analytics and buyer insights to help your salespeople understand which are the hot leads, which are the ones that they should be following up with, and which ones are most likely to convert. Okay, so let's talk about a practical example. How can you really use this? Well, in this particular scenario that we're going to be talking about, let's say there's an industrial manufacturer that wants to generate more leads on their website, but they're struggling with conversion rates. Not many people are reaching out. Well, if they're leveraging AI-powered marketing, it could look like this. A buyer will visit their website and browse through their project categories, and AI will keep track of all of their behavior on the website and suggest relevant products. It can personalize the content that's on the homepage, dynamically presenting product recommendations and case studies based on their behavior as well as their interests. Now, if they visit the website and they leave, they don't take action, if it is tied in with the CRM, AI can see, okay, they've been on the website and send them out an automated personalized follow-up email with a special offer to get them back. In addition, prospects, if they engage with that email, AI will score that interaction. It will score all the interactions that occur on the website so that it can prioritize that lead for the sales team. And then if it reaches that point, AI can generate a custom proposal from all the information that it gathered so that sales reps can spend less time crafting the offer and more time doing what they were born to do, which is closing those deals. So if you're leveraging AI-powered marketing, it really can help you supercharge your marketing efforts to be more effective and more profitable. So how does AI drive more smarter and more effective marketing? Well, it can help you scale content creation. You can use AI tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, and Copy AI. There are a number of them that will help you generate content like blog posts, emails, product descriptions, and social posts in just seconds. And it can help you repurpose content that you've created so that you can turn that content into other content formats. Emails, social posts, and others. It can help you personalize your website and customer experience, leveraging tools like Adobe Sensei and Optimizely to tailor content based on visitor behavior. You can use AI chatbots to engage visitors and provide real-time support, and also automate your lead nurturing and engagement, leveraging tools like HubSpot, Marketo, modern marketing automation and CRM systems that really can help you personalize the outreach that you're providing. In addition, it can help you focus on the right leads at the right time. Leveraging AI-driven CRM tools, you can rank and prioritize the leads, and leveraging predictive lead scoring, your sales team will know which leads to follow up on at the right time to improve their closing rates. You can optimize your performance with AI analytics. If you have the right analytics tools in place that are AI-driven, you can test campaigns through A/B testing to boost conversion rates, and leveraging AI-powered marketing analytics to track real-time customer behavior to prove what's been working in the past, as well as leverage that information to improve your success going forward. And finally, automate advertising and SEO for growth. AI-powered ad platforms and AI-driven SEO tools can be leveraged to make your marketing more effective when it comes to search. So if you have not gotten started with AI in any way, you need to. It needs to be the first thing that you do today is you set up an account with one of the generative AI applications that's out there. You need to play around with it. You need to test it. The one that's been around the longest and the one that really created the revolution that's been occurring over the past couple of years is OpenAI's ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a fantastic generative AI application that can help you create content, analyze data, do a number of different things. Claude is another tool that exists. Claude, I actually like a lot better for copywriting. Again, another generative AI application. Google has its own generative AI application called Gemini. And then Amazon, as well as some other companies, have invested in creating an AI search engine called Perplexity. These are the major ones that are out there. I like to use them all. They have free versions. They also have paid versions. Most of them, you can set up a paid account for $20 a month that provides you with fantastic resources. You need to do this. This will be like your personal assistant. This will be like your collaboration partner that is around you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never forgets what you're talking about, and can help you with all business and personal tasks. They're amazing, astounding tools. If you haven't gotten involved with them, definitely set up an account with one of these and start playing with it. It will change your life. And I am not one that is prone to hype, so I'm telling you the truth. You need to embrace generative AI. So here's some examples. So this is an example of creating content leveraging ChatGPT. So let's say that I put in a prompt. Generative AI is prompt-based. You ask it to do something, you tell it to do something, you give it some perspective, and then it goes to work instantly. So in this case, I'm saying create a short blog post about the advantages of leveraging marketing automation. So put that in, and then instantly AI will create a fantastic article that you can leverage as a starting point to create your content. And now let's say, okay, I have this article that it created. I'm going to create a LinkedIn post based on the article. I'll just follow up with that prompt. So there's a back and forth that occurs with generative AI. I wanted to create a LinkedIn post for the article. And then boom, within seconds, it comes up with variations for LinkedIn article posts. So it's a fantastic tool for brainstorming, a fantastic tool for generating content quickly. I do caution you, you need to make sure that you use this as a starting point. You don't want to use the AI content on its own. You want to make sure that a human is reviewing it, editing it as necessary to make it as compelling as possible. I'll be talking about the reasons why later, but make sure you use this as a starting point. But it's a fantastic brainstorming tool. Here's another one. Let's say we wanted to create an email inviting a prospect to our company's equipment demonstration day. So I put the prompt in and it generates an email that we can send out to prospects. But maybe that's a little bit too long. Maybe I want a little bit shorter. I say ChatGPT or Claude or whatever we're working with, make it shorter. And then instantly it creates a shorter version of the email. So generative AI can be used in a number of different ways. I like to think of it as a collaboration partner. I have conversations back and forth when I'm trying to perform certain tasks, when I'm trying to create certain information. It really cuts down a lot of work. So that $20 a month subscription fee will pay for itself thousands of times over each month with the value you'll gain from it in terms of your productivity, your creativity, and what you're able to produce. Okay, next, launch your AI sales revolution. You can use these AI tools to revolutionize your sales process and make it more effective. So the challenge is that, as I mentioned before, buyers expect instant gratification, instant responses. They want to do their own research. And you're at a disadvantage if you're not taking advantage of this and meeting them there, if you're too slow. You want to make sure that you're leveraging AI to supercharge your sales process by automating engagement, qualifying your leads faster, and personalizing every interaction. It's the way that you're going to be most competitive. It's the way you're going to generate the most leads and sales from your marketing. So what are some AI tools that you can work with? Well, chatbots are extremely useful. Chatbots are computer programs that mimic human conversations, leveraging AI. You may have seen them on websites, generally in the bottom right-hand corner, where you can initiate a chat as opposed to filling out a form or picking up the phone and calling. Chatbots can be leveraged to generate leads. They can offer quick responses to common sales questions. They can schedule meetings, they can register events. There are a number of different ways to build chatbots. There are standalone applications like Drift and Tidio and Zendesk that you can use. Also, modern CRM applications like HubSpot and Salesforce, they integrate chatbots right into the application itself. There are basically two types of chatbots that you can offer. One is a rules-based chatbot, and one is powered by AI. The rules-based chatbot follows a specific branching script that you create. It will ask the visitor a question based on it'll give them certain answers they can choose from. Based on their answer, it will lead them down a path to provide them with the answer. AI-powered ones take it a step further, where you can teach it. It will learn who you are. It will learn what your company does. It will learn from the information that's on your website and then be able to have an automated conversation with that visitor to help with that qualification process and help them move their way down towards an opportunity to actually speak with a salesperson. These are the basic differences between the two, where rules-based operate on predetermined sets of rules. AI chatbots rely on machine learning and are really, really capable. Rules-based chatbots are somewhat limited since you need to follow that script, but AI chatbots are extremely flexible and can understand varied phrasing and context. It's pretty quick to develop the rules-based chatbots. AI chatbots take a little bit more time because you need to teach them about your company and about the information they're going to be communicating. Use cases. They can be used for lead generation, frequently asked questions, and scheduling. AI chatbots can take it a step further by personalizing recommendations based on the visitor's behavior. And the learning capabilities, the rules-based chatbot, it's basically what you build. It's the script that you build in the beginning, and it can't learn from user interaction. That's where the AI chatbot is fantastic because it really can learn and improve over time. So a lot of times people think that chatbots are impersonal. I don't want a chatbot because I want to have more personal interactions with my customers. Let me tell you, if you set these up properly, they will get that level of personalization. And it's more information that you'll be tracking and gaining so that when the salesperson ultimately does speak with that person, they can have a more intelligent, more focused conversation. Okay, next, you can use AI to personalize email follow-ups. And that's important because the follow-up process is so important. And in many cases, it's not leveraged properly. 80% of sales require 5 or more follow-ups to close the deal, but 40% of salespeople, they give up after one. They only give up after one. So let's see, is there ways that we can leverage AI so that we can automate that nurturing process and that follow-up process? So AI can analyze lead behavior and send out personalized emails at the right time to maximize responses. This is built into most contemporary CRM and marketing automation packages that are listed below. They can detect when the leads are ready based on their activity, write them personalized email follow-ups, make suggestions on subject lines and message tweets. They can optimize the send times and then segment prospects automatically so you can send out targeted information. Now, this could either occur on its own, you could program it that way, or it could be more collaborative with the salesperson, which is what I recommend, because you want to make sure that it is as personalized as possible and that you have that human touch point wherever it is necessary. But AI can certainly make the process easier so that you can hit the required number of follow-ups to close those deals. So an example of an AI email follow-up in action, let's say that there's an industrial distributor that sells heavy equipment and they get an online inquiry. Someone fills out a form so that they can download their how-to guide, the essential guide to heavy equipment fleet management. So the prospect visits the website and they give their basic contact information and downloads the guide. AI detects the engagement and automatically schedules a follow-up email. AI then sends the predetermined follow-up email and then a relevant case study. If it's opened, AI will keep track of that and then send out possibly a personalized offer. If the lead doesn't respond, AI will schedule another email follow-up and take a different approach, perhaps sending a testimonial, an industry trend. If the lead clicks the email but doesn't reply, the AI will notify the salesperson to follow up personally, that this person did interact. These are the different areas that it interacted with so that it can have that intelligent follow-up discussion. So leverage AI email follow-ups to make your marketing processes and your nurturing processes more effective. And then it can automate meeting scheduling. Instead of playing the ping pong game of trying to bounce days and times back and forth to try and schedule meetings with prospects, AI can analyze lead behavior, send personalized emails at the right time to maximize responses so that you can book your calls. You can detect the best times to send these out, the optimal slots, send out automated reminders to people after they schedule so that you can make sure they show up. You won't have people ghosting you, and also qualify and schedule at the same time so that during that scheduling process, you can ask certain questions so that the salesperson can be more prepared for that call. So here's a scenario. A cutting tool manufacturer receives an online inquiry about a large bulk order. Big order for carbide end mills. So the prospect requests a quote on the website. The AI chatbot can instantly ask those follow-up questions, then determine if the lead is a good fit. If it's a good fit based on the qualification process that you've built into the AI, it can suggest available meeting times for instant booking, like the screen that you see there. Prospect can pick an available day and time and then get on your calendar. Prospect doesn't schedule, AI will follow up automatically and give them the option to schedule that meeting. If the prospect books the meeting, AI will automatically sync it with the sales rep's calendar and then confirm the appointment with the prospect and send out those automated reminders to make sure that everyone shows up for the meeting on time. So automated scheduling is fantastic as opposed to someone just filling out a contact form and then waiting for a response so they can schedule a call. Let's have that occur automatically through automated scheduling. And then finally, predictive lead scoring is extremely important. How do prospects know if you have 2,000 leads in your CRM, which ones should you follow up with? Well, take a look at the lead score. The lead score will provide in real time information that will let you know which prospects are the hottest and which ones are the coldest so that the sales rep can prioritize their time. It scores leads based on their engagement, past purchases, interactions that they've had on their website, prioritizes those high-value leads, predicts buyer readiness, and tells the sales reps exactly who to follow up with, so there's no guessing or wasted time on cold leads. They get in for the day, they open up the app on their phone or their computer, and they can see, this is the list of leads I should be following up on based on their lead score, and here are the talking points I should follow. So extremely, extremely effective for making your sales people more profitable by closing more deals. Okay, next, build tomorrow's B2B e-commerce. Now, B2B e-commerce is no longer a nice to have, especially if you're an industrial distributor. You need to have it. And you need to understand that just because you're a B2B company doesn't mean that you can get away with a website that's clunky and difficult to use. Modern buyers are expecting an Amazon-like experience, a consumer feel when they're visiting your website. So your website needs to have B2C comfort from an e-commerce perspective, but it needs to have B2B strength, meaning that it needs to allow B2B customers to do business the way that they need to do business. So you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of B2C e-commerce features, but also providing all that information in a way that B2B buyers can find what they're looking for, take that next step so that they can conduct business the way they need to. So first is product information. Product information is extremely important, but unfortunately, many industrial companies miss the mark when it comes to product information that's on their site. Here's an example of an anonymous company. We're not going to pick on them by name, but they're committing some of the sins that I just mentioned, where they're offering a B2B e-commerce website that's a bit clunky. And from a product information standpoint, they're just presenting the basic information that's available in their ERP system. So a basic product name, a basic product photo, a product code, and a very limited description. This is minimal information. Is it functional? Yeah, it's functional, but it's not compelling. It's not going to convince a B2B buyer that hasn't done business with them that I need to be doing business with this company because they're allowing me to make a lot of the decision on my own. As I mentioned before, B2B buyers, they want to do their own research. They want to learn for themselves before they reach out to a salesperson. This isn't hitting the mark to do that. Now let's compare it to another company in the same industry, Webstaurant Store. Definitely take a look at this website if you want to see an example of B2B e-commerce in its perfect form. So on their product page, the very same one, they have product photos, but they have multiple product photos. They have a description, but instead of being limited to one sentence, it's a very detailed description and specifications. They're presenting demonstration videos so that a prospect can actually see a demonstration of the product itself, see it in action. Documents and guides and other information that would be necessary to make a decision about that purchase, and frequently asked questions. What are the most common questions that customers ask about these products, and providing those answers. So a product page like this is engaging. A product page like this is a differentiator and will convince a buyer that is new to you that you are a company that's reputable, that's helpful, and that they should be doing business with. How do you get this kind of content? Well, it's difficult. It could be overwhelming at first. And I say it first, because if you're thinking that I have 30,000 SKUs, how am I going to present product pages like this? Well, I recommend that you follow the 80-20 rule, where if 80% of your sales come from 20% of your product offering, you want to focus on that 20%. So make sure that 20% has rich product pages like this. Where do you get the information from? Well, you can reach out to the manufacturers' websites themselves, or reach out to the manufacturers to provide that content. There are product information management systems that the manufacturers subscribe to that basically syndicate the content out to them so that you can grab it and use it on your websites. You can also use AI to create these product descriptions. So here's another ChatGPT example of how you can draft product content using AI. So for that same product, I am asking ChatGPT, can you create a detailed, compelling, and unique product description for a Turbo Air MUR48N series 48-inch under-counter refrigerator for a B2B e-commerce website? And then boom, within seconds, it creates a very detailed product description with key features and benefits, who it's ideal for based on industry and application, key specifications, and why a customer should choose this information. Instantly, it generates this information. I don't recommend just posting it as is on your website. You want to review it. You want to make it uniquely yours by tailoring it. But as you can see, it takes you a huge way forward in terms of creating great product information on your site. So leveraging tools like generative AI, as well as product information management systems that you can subscribe to, you have no excuse to not have great detailed product descriptions on your e-commerce website. Next, you want to make it easy for customers to buy the way they want to. Now, there is a distinction with B2B e-commerce as it compares to B2C e-commerce. It's very different. B2B e-commerce, people that are looking to buy online, they will shop online, meaning shopping is finding, researching, selecting products before they make a purchase. So the process of doing your own research, figuring out what products to purchase, the customer likes to do that themselves in a B2B environment. This is according to research from Distribution Strategy Group, fantastic organization with great research on this and many other topics. So that's shopping. For buying, buying is the process of actually conducting the transaction, purchasing or ordering the product. And what Distribution Strategy Group found out is that in a B2B environment, they will shop online to find the product they want to purchase. But when they buy online, they may want to email the order in. They may want to talk with a salesperson. They may want to reach your branch. Only about a third will actually use your shopping cart to place that order. So you need to make sure that your e-commerce website has B2C comfort, make it easy for people to find products on your site, be able to find you leveraging search. But when it comes to buying, you need to let them buy the way they want to buy. So there are barriers to the online cart transactions for B2B. They may need help selecting products, so they may need to work with a knowledgeable salesperson to help with the product selection. They may need to get a custom quote. They can't just take the list price that's on your site. The complexity of your product offering lend themselves to quote requests versus online transactions. Their payment methods may vary. They may need to purchase via line of credit or purchase orders versus credit card transactions. And maybe there's multiple people involved in the purchasing process. And users may find the product, but the plant manager or the purchasing agent may need to approve it. So these barriers are standing in the way of your credit card transaction. So you need to make sure you're offering other opportunities for that B2B buyer to conduct the transaction. So I love the way that this company is doing it here. They're selling power tools, construction tools, and they have an e-commerce website where people can buy via credit card, but they're also offering other ways for B2B buyers to place orders the way they need to do business. In addition to adding the cart, they can build a custom quote. So they can add the product to a quote cart that they can send to a salesperson in bulk and get quotes on a variety of different products they're interested in. Maybe they need a customer quote where they need to buy this product in bulk. They need to buy hundreds of these and they want a custom quotation. Maybe they need to send in a purchase order. The key idea is that don't rely on the shopping cart transaction via credit card to judge whether or not your B2B e-commerce website is a success. If you want to maximize sales from your B2B e-commerce website, you need to provide options for buyers to place orders the way that they need to. So you also can leverage AI to personalize and enhance the customer experience. Self-service ordering with instant quotes where buyers can place orders 24 hours, 7 days a week without waiting for a sales rep. AI-driven product recommendations as they're visiting the site based on their purchasing behavior in the past, their industry trends, what products they're looking at. Real-time pricing and availability where AI can sync with your ERP system so that buyers can be presented with the most accurate information when they're placing those orders. And then AI chatbots, as I mentioned before, that are there to answer those product questions, assist with orders, and provide that instant help. Many of the contemporary e-commerce packages that you work with, either from your ERP vendor or some of the packaged applications that exist out there, they're building AI capabilities into it so that you can offer this great capability to maximize sales on your e-commerce site. Okay, unleashing your content factory. So you need to make sure that you are not just presenting great product information on your site, that you're presenting great educational content that will help engage today's buyers. So you need to make sure that your digital marketing and all of your industrial marketing isn't just in the constant state of selling, it's also educating. You want to make sure that you're the go-to resource for business building ideas. So the best place to get blog topics is to really get inside the heads of your customers and understand what's the information they want to find when they are visiting a site. What is top of mind? What's the information? What are the questions that they need answered? The book that's on the screen now is one of the best content marketing books that I have read in a very long time by Marcus Sheridan called They Ask You Answer. One of the key concepts is just get inside the heads of your customers and understand what are the key topics that they're interested in so that you can generate more traffic, more leads, and more sales. And they identified 5 key topics that you want to focus on. First is cost and pricing. Next is problems and issues. Third is comparisons. Fourth is reviews. And fifth is best of lists. So costs and pricing, how much does it cost? Now, this is something that's on the minds of everybody when they're visiting a website. They want to know how much is it going to cost for me to purchase this? And if you don't have an e-commerce website with public pricing, this needs to be communicated in some way. Many companies kind of hide this and wait until they have a sales discussion because of some common excuses. Oh, our products and services are customized for individual situations, so we can't do this. We don't want our competitors to find out what we're charging. We might scare prospects off if we explain the costs. These are common excuses for avoiding this topic. You need to overcome this because you need to make sure that you're providing this information so that prospects can make intelligent decisions. You can provide scenarios if your products are customized. Your competitors, believe it or not, already know what you're charging. And if you're going to scare prospects away because you cost too much, they probably weren't prospects to begin with. So address this topic head on. People want to do business with companies that they can trust, and honesty and authenticity will help foster that trust. The other great topic is problems and issues. What are the typical issues I should be aware of? You want to be very candid with prospects about the problems they may exist and offer a solution. They may only know the symptoms of the problems they have and may not know that you have the solution. So you need to create content that addresses these systems and lets them know that you have options to solve these problems. So this is your opportunity to set the record straight and reduce the number of non-fit prospects that are reaching out for your help. So create content related around what are the typical issues they should be aware of in their situation. Next, which of these solutions are right for me? comparing different solutions. So help them decide which solution is best for their situation. Discuss their options, the pros and cons for each, how they compare in different categories, which ones are the best under certain situations or for certain applications. You want to be as honest as possible in your assessment. In some cases, some companies even compare solutions that exist from their competitors. And they do this because they know their solution is the best. So they don't mind presenting the features and benefits of theirs versus their competitors. The key is providing the best information that customers need so that they can compare different solutions to decide what's best, because they like doing research on their own. What do other people say about this? What's the social proof? Buyers want to know how others feel about the purchases they made. One of the most popular parts of an Amazon product page is the customer reviews. People want to know what their peers have thought about about using that product, and they use that information in 95% of the cases before they make a purchase. So you want to make sure that you have honest reviews of the products that you sell, even of products that you don't sell, so that you can connect with more prospects that are looking for help. Let customers leave reviews on your website. Let them and encourage them to leave reviews on Google Business and other online review sites. The more honest reviews that you have, the more honest and more authentic you will appear to prospects. And best of lists. Prospects always want to know what is the best blank. So write about best practices, how people can get the best results they desire from using your products. Which products are best in class for certain applications. Providing reviews, ratings, and prices. Again, you want to provide prospects with as much information as possible so that they can submit the information that they, leverage this information to make purchasing decisions. So where do you find topics? Okay, we know the key areas, but where do we find those specific topics? You can brainstorm with your sales team. Customer service people probably have a good understanding of common challenges and concerns. Feedback forms and surveys can help you collect questions. You can listen on social media. You can take a look at your competitors, or you can leverage generative AI. So here's an example with ChatGPT. Asking when B2B buyers are in the consideration stage of buying a product or service, they're searching for articles that cover the top 5 or the big 5, as I mentioned before. Cost and pricing, comparisons, problems and solutions, reviews, and best of lists. And we're asking it to create 5 topics. For those 5 topics, create a list of 3 blog article titles that are about concrete cutting blades. And then ChatGPT will give you blog title suggestions based on each of those top 5 categories. So AI can be extremely helpful for helping you brainstorm those topics. Now, I mentioned before that you can use AI to create content, but you want to make sure that you're not just posting that. You need to make sure that a human is reviewing that content, editing as necessary to make it as compelling as possible. NP Digital did a study. They compared AI-only copy, just generative AI producing copy, versus AI-assisted copy that where you use AI as a collaborative partner and then you're editing it. And as you can see here, AI-only copy is maybe the tone of voice is good because it's an excellent writer, but its engagement potential is fairly low. Its SEO value is very low. It could be difficult to read, and it's not original content because AI just learns from information that's out there. So it's not going to be as effective as it can be, and it's not going to stand out. If you use AI-assisted copy, meaning that AI is a collaborative partner where it's helping you generate some information and then you're editing as necessary, it's still not going to be completely original since AI is generating information based on what it's learned from what's out there, but you can improve its engagement potential, its SEO, and its readability by leveraging human copywriting skills. So make sure that you're using AI as a collaborative partner, not the final author of your content. Okay, next, we want to dominate the AI search wars. Search has changed quite a bit. And if you are still leveraging search engine marketing tactics from prior years, you're missing out on what's happening today. Search in 2025 is very different. People are still going to search engines, primarily Google, when they're looking primarily for brands and other content. So they're still going to search engines, but now they're starting to go to AI platforms like the generative AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini when they're looking for quick answers to complex queries. That may inspire a Google search as a result, but they could get that answer directly from AI with no click. Or they could be going to social media. Generally, the younger generations are going to social media to see what their peers think about products. So they're looking at LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Often serves as a discovery channel that can inspire a Google search. But the key idea is that people are going to different places when they're looking for information. So you can't assume that your best traffic and your only traffic is going to come from Google searches anymore. So you need to embrace the new SEO, and the new SEO stands for search everywhere optimization instead of search engine optimization. You want to make sure that you are everywhere. Your brand has a presence on Google, social media, and the AI-driven platforms. You have content that is really compelling, is tailored to fit the platform and optimized for Google visual content on Facebook and video for YouTube's, and providing your prospects with the information that they are looking for. And that you're constantly engaging and adapting, monitoring the latest trends, monitoring the success you've had so that you can come up with new ways for B2B buyers to discover your content. So there are a number of key shifts that are occurring in search marketing that you need to embrace. First is AI. They're answering questions, not just listing links. The old way of search engine marketing was people would go to Google with their question or with their search term. They would type in their question, and Google would give you a list of 10 links and maybe some ads. That was it, nice and simple. And then the buyer had to click on those links to visit the site. AI is very different. Instead of providing a list of links, it's providing the answer itself. So in this case here, someone is looking for reputable suppliers of sanitary processing equipment, and it's giving listings based on what it found, as opposed to a list of possible links to click on. So AI search tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, they are providing those direct answers. The no-click instance of search engine marketing is here, meaning that people will perform searches and not click and visit your website. So you want to make sure that your content answers those questions so that it's bubbling up in front of people when they're performing those searches on generative AI applications. Because if AI doesn't source your information, like in this case here, from your website and then present you as an option, your company just will not be found. And this AI behavior is changing Google's search results as well. It's known as Google's search generative experience, and it's changing click behavior. You may notice that when you're performing searches on Google, that AI-generated summaries are popping up at the top that answer the question that you're typing in. What that means is that there are fewer clicks to individual websites because people are getting their answer directly from the search page. So ranking on traditional Google SEO is no longer enough. You need to make sure that you're optimizing your content for AI-generated search results, understanding the key questions that your customers are asking, and then providing that content on your website and being the best source so that you're bubbling up in AI. Next, social media is the new search engine. As I mentioned before, that people are not just going to Google anymore, they're going to social media when they're trying to find recommendations or products to look for. So you need to make sure that you're leveraging LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube and presenting content that's optimized for each of those platforms. If you're not posting on these platforms regularly, you're missing out on potential leads. And as I mentioned before, this is extremely important for the younger generations as they're taking over buying positions among your customer base. You need to make sure that you're available and engaged on social media to make sure that you bubble up in front of them. And then trust and expertise matter more than ever. AI and search engines prioritize content from credible, high authority sources, and they penalize generic marketing content. So you need to make sure that you have strong thought leadership and you have the best content that is extremely relevant to what you do and what your customers are looking for. One of the most astounding examples of this occurred very recently, and that's with HubSpot. For those of you that know HubSpot, it's a marketing automation platform that focuses on B2B, and they are the gold standard. They have been for years, the gold standard on B2B marketing best practices. And HubSpot has a fantastic blog. And on their blog, they have so much information about B2B marketing topics. They also decided that they were going to offer blog topics that covered other business disciplines like HR and accounting and financing, whatever that would be, so that they had more opportunities to bubble up in front of prospective buyers. And it worked very well for them. You could see from this graph up until 2023, they had 24 million visitors per month from their blog activity. But then the AI tools and Google's AI tools started analyzing content and said, well, HubSpot's a marketing automation platform. Why is it writing about accounting? Why is it writing about human resources? And started penalizing that content, and their traffic fell off a cliff. They went from 24 million visits a month to 6 million visits a month. They lost 75% of their traffic because they are not demonstrating expertise for all the content that they're presenting. So don't offer content on your website just because it ranks highly or because it's searched most often. It needs to be extremely relevant for your company's product to solution offering and for what your customers are looking for, so that you can demonstrate that thought leadership and give people a better opportunity to find your information. So how can you win with AI search? You want to make sure that first you own those high value topics and questions. AI tools will prioritize sites that provide the best answers to common buyer questions. So identify what your buyers are asking, leveraging the AI-powered tools, and then convert your website's content into Q&A styled articles, frequently asked questions, detailed product guides, information that's easy for AI tools to find and index and organize. You do this by structuring your content for AI and Google visibility. Google and the AI tools now like structured data, leveraging what's known as schema markup for product pages and frequently asked questions, and technical guides just makes it easier for indexing. So you want to make sure that you're leveraging a schema for frequently asked questions, structured data, and AI optimized blog content so that you can increase your visibility and you will bubble up in those AI search results. You want to build that industry authority and those AI trust signals so that you can be the best resource. So publish your content in industry publications, on forums, on LinkedIn, so that you can establish your thought leadership. Encourage customers to review on your website. Publish case studies and testimonials that pull recommendations from trusted resources. So this information will help you establish that authority and trust and help you bubble up. And you want to make sure that you're dominating social search and video SEO. So as I mentioned before, buyers are using social media to find solutions and find answers and research products. LinkedIn's algorithm, they favor educational insights over more salesy content. So you want to make sure that you're presenting educational information. Also, YouTube ranks how-to information and case studies and technical information over ads. So on a weekly basis, you want to be creating and publishing useful content optimized for the format on the various social networks to bubble up in front of your buyers. Number 6, you want to harness video as your competitive weapon. This is a fantastic technique because today's buyers, B2B buyers, they like video content when they're looking to consume information, learn more, and find what products to work with. Video is a game changer because it enhances engagement. It captures much more attention very effectively over just basic text and ensures the message resonates with clients. It can help you explain the complex very easily, helps you build credibility and trust, improve those conversion rates, and enhance your sales communication. Again, the fine folks that wrote They Ask You Answer, they have 7 video topics that they want you to create. These are video topics that get the best results. 80% videos. This gets into the questions that your salespeople are asked most often. On average, salespeople get the same 5 to 10 questions every single time they speak with a new prospect. Create videos that answer these common questions and post these videos on YouTube and on your website so that you can answer those common questions. They can be on individual product pages, on product categories throughout your site. Again, speak to that person when they're performing their own research. Next, employee bio videos. People want to see, hear, and know who they are going to be working with. So create videos for your key employees. Begin with your most customer-facing roles. This will help you build familiarity and trust. Product and service videos, concise 3 to 5 minute overview videos that will help buyers quickly understand the essentials of your solutions, the essentials of your products. The questions that they should answer: what's the product or service? Who's it good for and who's it not? And what's the price range for this product or service? Landing page videos, any page on your website where you're asking people to fill out a form or take a next step, instead of having a text description of what they should be doing, provide a video that gives them reasons on why they should fill out the form and what's going to happen next. This will encourage more people to take that next step. And then cost videos. Explain the cost and pricing so that prospects can make their purchasing decisions more quickly. The same ideas that we talked about earlier in those cost blog articles. You want to address the factors that drive up your costs, why comparable products or services are cheaper or more expensive, and why your products cost what they do. What's the value that they're getting? Customer journey videos, I like to think of these are like customer success stories or case studies, but in video format, where you're explaining the problem. This is the problem the customer experienced. This is the journey. This is what they embarked on with us and how we were able to help them, and the results. What changed as a result of them doing business with us? So these are extremely important for helping people that may be on the fence to decide you are the best company to work with, because they help somebody in the same situation do exactly what they need done, and these are the results they were able to produce. And then claims we make videos. These are videos where instead of just telling people you're great and telling you how that you can help them, if you can demonstrate that via video some way so that you can back up what you're saying about your brand, what it stands for, and what it can achieve through video content, look for opportunities to do that. They are extremely, extremely valuable for providing that differentiation. Okay, idea number 7. Crack the marketing ROI code. So marketing ROI is extremely important. You need to measure the results and return on investment from your marketing, because you need to demonstrate that you're accountable, that you're producing tangible value for the investment that you're making. Performance insights, providing insights on what's working and what's not working so that you can prove you've been successful and then improve success going forward. Enabling data-driven adjustments to your campaign so that you can optimize them to maximize results in the future, and also justify your marketing budget, prove the results and return on investment for that marketing spend. A number of the critical metrics that you need to measure: customer acquisition costs. What does it cost to acquire a customer? Customer lifetime value. What's the revenue that a customer will generate over the lifetime value, a lifetime of doing business with you? Marketing source revenue, what's the percentage of revenue that's directly attributable for your marketing efforts? The lead to customer conversion rate, and the ROI by channel. The different channels that you're investing in for marketing, which ones are generating the most visits, the most leads, and the most sales over other marketing channels. Customer lifetime value. I'm going to dig a little bit more into this because this is something that a lot of companies are missing the boat on. This is extremely important information that every company should know. What is the value of every customer? Meaning, what is the value that they're producing for us in their purchasing behavior over the lifetime of doing business with us? And this is information to know how valuable your customers are, but also to help you make your marketing investment choices. You can justify your marketing investment based on the value it's producing. And a lot of times companies will make the mistake of saying, okay, well, that customer that came to our website, they placed a $500 order, so I'm going to judge my marketing investments based on that. But it's not the case. If you look at customer lifetime value, if you figure out what's the average purchase value for any one purchase that a customer makes, what's the gross margin that we make on average, then what's the purchase frequency? Any one customer, how many times do they purchase over the course of a year? Well, 14 based on our records. And then what's the average customer lifespan? How long did they do business with us? 7 years. Well, if we take that into account, that $500 order, if they're going to be ordering 14 times per year over the course of 7 years, that customer is actually worth almost $20,000 to us. That's considerably more than that 500, and that can help you justify more of a significant investment in marketing to help you generate more customers exactly like this. So take into account customer lifetime value and take into account this specific formula to compute that. So some strategies to maximize your marketing ROI. Focus on the high-performing channels. Invest in campaigns and channels that deliver those proven results. You want to refine your targeting so that you're homing in on the high-value audiences and reducing your wasteful spending. Conduct A/B testing to figure out the best ads, the best emails, and best landing pages to improve your performance. Improve your lead nurturing so that you can see how effective those personalized follow-ups are in the automated workflows to shorten your sales cycle, and make sure your marketing and sales teams are aligned, working together so that you can generate more conversions for a lower customer acquisition cost. There are a number of technologies you can leverage to make this more simple to do. Google Analytics, if you don't have it in place, I'm surprised, put it in place. This can help you track how well your website is working towards achieving your business goals. Call tracking is extremely important, using tools like CallRail to track the inbound phone calls. CRM platforms, contemporary platforms like HubSpot and Salesforce for lead tracking. These also include marketing automation platforms like HubSpot and Pardot that can track campaign performance, and creating custom dashboards so that you can, at a glance, see what's working and what's not working so that you can have the information at your fingertips to make great marketing decisions. Okay, and this is our special bonus idea, 7.5, and that is to take action. And the reality is that information without implementation is just a waste of time. You gave me an hour of your valuable time during this presentation, and I want to make sure that you get the most of it by taking action. So it's important that you don't just learn from this, that you do something. There are a number of tactics that I talked about here today that are fairly easy to do. I want you to start leveraging ChatGPT and other generative AI applications immediately in your day-to-day so that you can be more effective. Other ideas that we talked about will take a little bit much more time, but they will all produce fantastic results. So the key thing is that you do something. Now, my 7.5 is I'm going to make it easy for you. I am going to help you decide what you should be doing by helping you create a custom digital marketing blueprint. I encourage you to take advantage of this so that I can help you prioritize the different activities that you should be focusing on to produce the best results in 2025. I'll review all the information that you're currently doing, the current marketing activities, your website, your competitor's website, your analytics, your e-commerce analytics, all the information necessary, leveraging today's contemporary industrial marketing best practices that we just talked about, and I'll put together a customized marketing plan to attract the qualified buyers, uncover what's working and what's not, and give you a specific step-by-step plan so that you can put these actionable ideas into reality. No fluff. This is just clear, practical steps. I can't do this for everybody. I apologize for that. First 5 people that reach out via the information that's presented, take advantage of this, and I will get this into action. I'll also answer your toughest marketing questions. If you want to save your questions for that call, you certainly can, but I want to take your questions now. Some people have submitted questions into the Q&A. Those of you that have not, please do so that we can answer your most important questions. So without further ado, I will dig into your questions. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay. Oh, someone wants to hit it straight, hit it right between the eyes. Will AI replace marketing teams or does it enhance their effectiveness? My viewpoint is AI is not going to replace marketing teams. Will AI replace some marketing roles or some marketing activities? It's possible. I think it's going to be more on the activity side. So my call to action for anyone that is on a marketing team right now, you need to be embracing AI. Start with generative AI that I had mentioned before so that you can figure out what's working and what's not working and really leverage that information to be more effective so that you can make yourself not replaceable. So the people that are going to be successful in the future are those that know how to use AI as a strategic tool. Okay, next, I mentioned Claude AI and copywriting. Does that mean I can copyright my materials, protect it from others using AI to rewrite my material? That's an interesting question. Can I copyright the information that I'm using AI applications like ChatGPT generate? I would say not out of the gate. Not with the information that's just presented, because AI, it is presenting information based on what it learned, and it's generating that copy and that content for you. So I do not think that you can you can copyright that out of the gate, but if you use that as a starting point and you customize it for yourself, you can approach copywriting. Not a lawyer. I recommend that you consult with a lawyer, but you certainly can integrate with these applications so that you can produce better content. Next, do I have any statistics on customer feelings, positive or negative, on automated follow-ups? I don't have any statistics at my fingertips, but I will talk about research that I've read as well as my own experience. And if customers know that your follow-ups are automated, then you're not doing it right. The follow-ups should be as targeted and as personalized as possible and should be written the same way that a salesperson would write it. So if you're doing it properly, they won't even know that they are receiving an automated follow-up. So make sure that you're doing that. If you do that, customers won't have a bad feeling about it. If it seems like it's an automated message or they're receiving the follow-up immediately without any time to pass, they know some kind of computer is in the background, yeah, they'll have a bad feeling about it in some cases. So I recommend that you make it as natural as possible. Think about the follow-ups that you normally conduct, and then you can program AI and marketing automation applications so that you can duplicate that follow-up, automate that follow-up, and do it in a way that customers will be happy to receive it because it is a natural interaction. Okay. How can we turn complex technical information into engaging content? This is something that I encounter quite often working with industrial companies. Their products are very complex, very technical. Do we create just detailed articles? Well, we can do that. Product pages can do that. I find that's where video comes into play. Short videos can really help explain complex information in a very engaging way. A great way of doing that is to create what is referred to as explainer videos. Explainer videos will allow you to create short videos that explain key topics that will allow people to learn more about the product, learn more about that technical information, but do so in an engaging way. So I would look for opportunities to allow you to leverage that video to make those complex explaining situations a lot more fluid, a lot more understandable. Okay, next question. You did not mention industry-specific trade shows. Why? I believe that different emails, videos can help drive attendees to your booth. It also gives you street credibility. I'd like my thoughts on that. Absolutely. I didn't cover trade shows specifically because there's only so many topics that I can cover during this abbreviated time frame. But absolutely, leveraging these techniques in your communications to promote your trade shows that you're attending before, during, and after the show can be extremely effective. So basically the techniques that I mentioned here today, what I do with my clients is we will develop targeted campaigns for each show that they're presenting at so that we can kind of warm up attendees before they get there, leveraging a number of the techniques that we talked about, providing the ability to leverage a number of these techniques to make your presentation at the show as compelling as possible, leveraging different techniques to get people to your booth if they happen to be walking around, and then after the show itself, to put people into a lead nurturing sequence to automate those follow-ups to be more effective. So absolutely, you can leverage these techniques to make your trade show participation more profitable for you. Okay, next question is, can AI help create video if I were to upload images, or would it be best to have video with human demonstrating the product? There are AI tools that create video. If you watch the Super Bowl, you happen to see one. Jimmy Johnson's video, basically chronicling his career. Did it look a little creepy to you? It looked creepy to me. So I have a little bit of a problem with using AI-generated video with people explaining things. You certainly can do it, and there are applications that will take your pictures and videos of yourself and recordings of your speech and create video AI people that will be able to demonstrate products. You certainly can do that. For those scenarios, I recommend that you use real people. It's more authentic. However, you can use AI to create other videos. Explainer videos that I mentioned before, absolutely. A number of different video formats can be leveraged to create, AI tools can be leveraged to create videos. I just wouldn't use them for human demonstrations. It doesn't take that long. Your salespeople are making those sales calls on a regular basis. So let's get a camera in front of them so that they can film those videos. Okay, let's just ask a couple of more. What data should sales teams share with marketing to improve targeting? Extremely important, as much as possible. Many industrial companies, when I first start working with them, they're making the mistake of setting up silos. Marketing is over here, they're doing their thing, and our salespeople are over here, they're doing their thing, following up. And the two do not work together. Marketing's goal is to strengthen the brand and generate leads. Salespeople's goal is to nurture those leads and close those deals. Marketing needs to work together with sales as an integrated machine. The two different departments working together and sharing information so that marketing can provide salespeople information so that they can score the leads and understand which ones are the best prospects that they should be following up with. And then salespeople should be sharing with marketing what are the messages that resonate most with prospects. What should you be leveraging so that you can make future marketing more effective? Those are just a couple of examples. So you want to make sure that marketing and sales are working together, not as separate silos within your company. Okay, I think that is it. If you happen to think of questions after this presentation, I encourage that you take advantage of it so that you can do something. I also recommend that you take advantage of this digital marketing opportunity blueprint if you're looking for a step-by-step plan and expert recommendations on exactly what you should be doing. Thank you for your attendance today. Thank you for your questions, and I will see you next time on our Industrial Marketing Masterclass series. Thank you.